Hey guys, it's your girl Alex and welcome back to my channel. Thank you all so much for coming back and watching my video. As you can see by the title of today's video, guys, we're just gonna chill. We're gonna chill, we're gonna chit chat, we're gonna get ready together to go nowhere. Literally to go nowhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna, do my makeup to go to the kitchen. So that's how it is in a pandemic, isn't it? But yeah, guys, I thought for this video we can just chill, chit chat, get ready together. This is like the perfect video to watch if you're getting ready for work, getting ready for bed, getting ready to go out, even though you shouldn't be going out anywhere. We're in a pandemic. Maybe the kids are pissing you off. You just need a break, all that good stuff. I'm here for you. That's what this video is for. I got you. I got you. Don't you worry. I got you. But before we get today's video and do this beautiful look right here, this little blue eyeshadow, brown lip, soft contour, be sure, guys, take a minute right down below and like this video, subscribe, comment, and share. I remember when I started this channel, I had like 3 subscribers, and now I'm almost to 80, and I hope to soon to get to 100 subscribers. I'm super excited. So thank you all to my friends, my family, my loved ones, peers, colleagues who have watched my videos and share. I super much appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Every little bit of engagement counts, so it really, really does. So please like this video, please comment below, and of course subscribe. You know you watch my videos. You know you like my channel. You know you like me, so why not subscribe? All right, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Let's get ready. Okay, so first step for today, I'm gonna go ahead and put my contacts on because I know you all can see the glare in my glasses. It's funny because for videos, I usually have my contacts on because of that reason, for the whole glare in my glasses, but in person, a lot of times I do have glasses on because they're just easier. But for video purposes and makeup, I'm gonna put my contacts on. Let's do this. Okay, contacts are on. Do I look super different to you guys with the contacts on? People say I look like night and day when I wear contacts versus glasses. I feel like I look the same, but that's just me, of course. It's my own face, but people say I look totally different when I have contacts on versus glasses. So I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments below. But I'm not gonna really talk about all the products I'm gonna use in today's video. There's gonna be a bunch probably, but I will of course have everything listed right down below of this video in the description box. So please go ahead and check that out. All my social handles are down there as well. Feel free to follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, all of the above. So first I'll say I'm gonna go ahead and use this Milani Prep and Brighten Rose facial oil. I love to use this kind of as the first step in my makeup routine, just because it gives such a good glow to the skin without making you look super oily. It smells super good too, so it's like a nice first step in your makeup routine to kind of give you that nice glow without making you look super oily. So I love this kind of facial oil from Milani. Oh yes. Before you do any makeup, guys, I'm telling you, you have got to be wearing sunscreen. It's like, even if you're indoors, most of the time like I am, you have so much natural light coming in from windows and stuff, and that's still sunlight. So make sure you guys are wearing your sunscreen, whatever sunscreen you prefer. I'm not gonna really get into the specifics of what kind of sunscreen you should be wearing because it kind of differs for everybody, and there's so many YouTube videos out there about that, but you need to be wearing sunscreen. Whether you wear the darkest of the dark or the lightest of the light, whatever your skin tone is, your complexion, your skin type, yada, 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 make sure you are wearing sunscreen. The one I've been using lately is this Neutrogena Clear Face. I mean, it's not like the best sunscreen out there. I've had this for a while and I've just been using it just to kind of finish it up before I get my new one. I really want to try the Supergoop sunscreen. I feel like a lot of the influencers have been using that one on Instagram and on YouTube, but I want to finish this bottle first. So this one's just a Neutrogena Clear Face Breakout Free Liquid Lotion Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 30. So yeah, I had sunscreen on before. I even put on my facial oil. I put sunscreen on this morning, but make sure, guys, you're wearing sunscreen. I don't care what your complexion is, but my dark skin girls, my light skin girls, my every girls, and guys, in between, make sure you are wearing sunscreen. It's so important. Okay. All right, I'm just taking a foundation, the Fenty Hydrating Foundation. I haven't used this in forever, and I went to the pool a couple weeks ago and got pretty dark, so I'm pretty sure my foundations don't match my skin 100% anymore, but we'll make it work. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Literally, truly, how are you guys holding up? I feel like for me, one day I'm good, or even for a few days, I'm really good. I feel very blessed. I'm like, you know what, I'm still working. I have my health right now. I'm surviving. I have plenty of food in the fridge. I have clothes on my back. I have a house over my head, or roof over my head. But then some days you wake up and you're like, wow, 2020 is so crappy. It's just so awful in so many ways. I just heard a noise and that freaked me out. I think we're good. But yeah, it's like some days I wake up super excited about life. Like, you know what, I'm blessed. Even with everything going on, I'm super blessed. I have a house over my head, food in the fridge, clothes in my bag, a job. You know, a job that is still paying me right now, and I'm in school and I'm doing all of these things. And obviously that is like night and day compared to what other people are really going through. So I'll wake up just feeling, you know, just this immense amount of gratitude. And then some days I'll wake up and I feel so crappy. I feel so shitty. And it's just like, you find yourself kind of going back and forth a lot. And I find that that is okay and it's completely normal. It's completely normal, especially when we have been in this situation for months, like have been staying at home and not really being able to see people. I know some of you have, but we'll talk about that later. You know, I'm definitely like an extrovert with like some introvert qualities, however you really want to spin that. Like I love people. I love to like meet new people, make new relationships and friendships, and just kind of catch up with old friends. I feel like before Corona, I was like loving like to go out to restaurants with friends, catch up with old people I haven't seen in a while. And just like, you know, grab happy hour, grab dinner, all that kind of stuff. I love to do that. And of course now I can't because I'm not going to restaurants. Like people have been going to restaurants and going to bars and stuff, and I have not been to a restaurant since March. Like since this COVID has first hit, I have not been to a restaurant. And girl, I love restaurants. I love when my man takes me out to eat. I love when a friend and I would go out to catch up and get dinner or drinks or whatever. I love that. But it's so hard now because I just don't feel comfortable doing that. And I know I should not be going out to restaurants. So it just makes it even harder. And I don't know, how are you guys doing it? Because I find that I'm really struggling balancing being safe, but also still trying to be social and see my friends and do other things. Like really the people I see are at work. And at work, I have to go to work. So it's like I see my work friends, but besides that, people outside of my workplace, I haven't seen them, and it's really hard because I want to catch up, I want to do things, but I really don't feel comfortable going to public places where there's like a lot of people gathering. It's just like that's what we're not supposed to be doing, yet people are still doing it. So I'm having a hard time balancing like protecting myself and the people I love, but trying to still have some sort of social life in the midst of a pandemic. 2020? And part of me definitely feels like maybe I'm taking this more seriously than other people are. Like maybe if I go to a restaurant, it won't be that big of a deal. I'll be fine, you know, whatever, because I see so many people on Instagram just at restaurants and going to bars and living their best life. But I just know that's not what I should be doing. So it makes it even harder. I'm just like, I don't know, am I exaggerating my emotions about this pandemic? You know, I don't know. Have you guys been going to restaurants? I feel so uncomfortable like going to restaurants or really going to any public place where people are gathering, because that's what the news has been telling us. Experts have been saying, girl, don't go to brunch. And I'm like, but I want to go to brunch, you know? It's super difficult. It's super, super difficult. I don't know. So I'm having a hard time balancing that, truly. So, I don't know. You know, there are definitely other activities that people can do. Like, I can do like an outdoor, maybe like walk or hike. You know, maybe we can do like an outdoor yoga or have a picnic, but I just can't really be gathering in groups. It's just not worth it to me. Because I can get this virus and live. I can get this virus, have no symptoms, walk around like nothing is going on, and be fine, you know? But at the same time, that terrifies me because I may not be like feeling physically sick, but I could be getting other people sick and not even knowing it. And that's just like so scary to me. Like, why would I be going to H-E-B or Walmart or Target, wherever I need to go and get errands and stuff done, spreading a virus if I don't have to? Like, just sit my butt at home, you know? So that's how I've been feeling about that lately. But yeah, it's been challenging. It's been super challenging, and I don't know. I just want this thing to end so I can live my best life. Like, I didn't realize how valuable it was to go meet a friend for drinks, you know, go out with friends to like a bar or like a club or something, or go to concerts, go to shows, travel. I miss traveling so much. The last trip that I took was Chris and I, we went to San Diego, California in February. And that was like by far one of my favorite trips. San Diego is beautiful. If you have not been to San Diego, girl, don't go now. Don't you dare hop on that plane right now. But after all of COVID is over, we can finally travel safely. I highly recommend San Diego. San Diego is gorgeous. The weather in February was like to die for. literally to die for. I would die for the weather in San Diego. Beautiful, like 60 and 70 degree weather, like gorgeous palm trees, great food. We ate at this really cool like breakfast spot, plenty of good Mexican food. And girl, if you know me, I love me some Mexican food. Plenty of good Mexican food, beautiful harbor. Our hotel was like right on the harbor, so we had like this gorgeous view of the city and the water on the other side. Just great, friendly people. I mean, it was like a trip of a lifetime, and it was only for a few days. And now, looking back, like, oh my God, we should have just like extended our trip and just stayed longer, not knowing what was going to hit us the next month. But actually, no, that wasn't my last trip. I went to San Diego in February, but I also went to Nashville to visit my family in March, like right at spring break week where everybody was traveling. I went that same week, and that's when like literally things hit the fan. Like I remember watching the news in Nashville. I was like, wow, I don't know if I'm gonna make it back home to Austin. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna make it back home. So obviously I did, but I had no idea that would be the last time I would see my family for several months. I mean, I didn't see them since March, and now we're about to hit September, and I would have definitely spent a few weeks with them in the summer, you know, working from home and all that stuff too, but I just don't feel comfortable taking a plane right now. And the drive is like 14 hours. I'm like, who's doing that? So, no, I just miss being like taken somewhere. Be like, pilot, take me here. You know, I just miss that so much. We did not realize how good we had it until it was gone. So, I don't know, I miss traveling, I miss my family terribly. And I just can't wait until this is all over. I cannot wait until COVID is all over, if it ever ends. Okay, so while I was talking, I basically double highlighted. I took my LA Pro Girl concealer, that's like more of my skin tone, just to kind of give me like a nice base, and then I put my lighter highlighter. That is my Too Faced concealer in the color Chestnut to really highlight under my eyes, my forehead, and my chin. So now I'm going to take my Juvia's Place concealer in the color 2, which is super dark, really much darker than I actually need it to be, but I'm going to use this as a contour. And girl, when I say Juvia's Place concealers, a little goes a long way. Listen. So the idea behind contouring is you want your face to go from this to that. So of course I've been eating fries, burgers, pizza, all the above. So I want to make it look like I've been eating salad and fruits and grass. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a graduate student right now. So in addition to working full time and trying to do YouTube videos for you guys, I am also a graduate student in an MBA program at a local university. So while that's been a great experience, it's also been very, very challenging. I think undergrad doesn't necessarily prepare you for graduate school. Not saying that to scare anybody, obviously, but graduate school is literally like a whole different level. Like graduate school is interesting. Graduate school has definitely given me a lot of experience. I have a very diverse cohort. Basically meaning my cohort is the students that I take classes with from the first class all the way to the last class. So I don't have like different classmates, stuff like that. We are all the same class throughout the whole program. So for about 2 years, we were all together in the same classes. And I feel like we're like one big family because, you know, we're like all struggle together and all have our successes and victories together. So that's been challenging because it's just like grad school is a lot more papers and writing and research. And discussions, and they expect a lot more from you than obviously undergrad would. And that's like been my whole life is working school. So, you know, that's a good thing in a sense that like I have almost like healthy distractions to really kind of get me through the harder days. So I'm grateful for that. While it's been challenging, just like any college program is, even undergrad. I mean, undergrad for me was challenging, for everybody was challenging, but grad school, of course, is on a whole different level. And while it is very challenging, it's been so rewarding at the same time. I never thought I can get through finance class, girl. Finance? No. No. That's not for me, no. Don't ask me to do your checking accounts or balance sheets or, I don't want to talk about it. Speaking of matters, let's go ahead and talk about Black Lives Matter, shall we? So this is a very hot topic, of course, amongst a lot of people. Black people and every shade in between. There's a lot I want to say, you know, and you know, I know I've mentioned stuff, of course, on Instagram and stuff, but I haven't really talked about it much on my YouTube channel, because quite frankly, it's difficult. It's really, really difficult. Okay, before I get into that, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Nubian 2 by Juvia's Place palette. You all know I love Juvia's Place. I talk about them all the time. They are my favorite, one of my favorite makeup brands. Literally one of my favorite makeup brands, from foundation to concealer to eyeshadow palettes to highlighters, everything. I love this brand. But yeah, Black Lives Matter. I think, you know, oh Lord, where do I start? Where do I start? There has been so much tragedy in the news, and I highly encourage you to check up on your Black friends, your Black coworkers, your Black family members, whatever that is, because people have been struggling. Black people have been really struggling for not just the past few days, but the past several months, years, decades, and centuries. Because what is happening in the news with unarmed Black men and women being shot in broad daylight, at nighttime, in their bed, at home, you know, while taking a run, it's nothing new. It's really nothing new. It's been happening for so long. We just now have social media. We have camera phones, we have cameras, we have security footage that actually show what's happening. And we didn't really have that obviously before. But now we do. And now you are seeing it broadcasted on news stations, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever your platform is. We are seeing it all the time. And it's gut-wrenching. It's so gut-wrenching. And I find it so hard as a Black person to grieve and mourn at home, but the next day when I go to work or when I go to school, I have to just put on this facade, like things are okay. I have to put on this almost like second face to be like, wow, like I am really struggling. And people have been there for me in a sense where like they've checked up on me and have really made sure that my voice is heard. But there are people who really don't give a damn, and you just wonder to yourself, like, because this doesn't affect you, do you not care? Because Jacob Blake was literally shot in the back 7 times? 7 times? In the back? How is that even, it's incredibly difficult. You know, you have so many things that you want to say, and all I've been doing is just praying immensely for change. I'm just so sick and tired of it. I'm so angry. I'm so frustrated. I'm so mad. But yet I'm so sad because this is just yet another Black family that is destroyed. That is destroyed because a cop saw skin color before human being. Does that make any sense to you? Because it doesn't make any sense to me. It just makes you wonder, like, am I next? Is my boyfriend next? Is my dad next? Is my close friends next? Like, who is going to be next? Because we want this to be the last time. But we know good and goddamn well it's not going to be the last time. And it's like, how could I just go about my day knowing that my people are being gunned down in the street for no reason because of the color of their skin? It's a shame. It's a shame. It's horrifying. And it's absolutely terrifying. And I also understand that people who share the videos online are trying to show what is happening and, you know, to try to keep people informed. But I also don't really agree with sharing the videos all the time because I'm just like, scrolling down my timeline and seeing this 7, 8, 9, 10, 20 times, it's just like, I've seen it once. I've seen it enough. I don't even want to see it anymore. But I understand it's so important to share the news. So it's I have a hard time with that. But it's just, and then people who go to this whole All Lives Matter rant. Let me tell you something, honey. At the end of the day, we all matter. We all know that. We all know that. I don't really need you to scream at my face that all lives matter. But all lives do not matter until Black lives matter. And it's very clear the disparities of the Black lives and white lives. We've seen it in many news reports. We've seen this, you know, people who go out into the streets with AR-15s, with guns, with all this craziness. And they're treated like, you know, citizens of America, given water bottles and walking down the streets and have no problem. But when a Black man is around, it's game over. How does that make any sense? How does that make me feel like all lives matter? They don't. Because all would encompass everybody. Black, white, brown, Spanish, whatever it is. But we all know that's not the case. So I don't understand why people keep spewing this stupid rhetoric when it's just not true. I don't know. It's just like, it's really, really hard. It's really, really hard. And I'm just like gut-wrenched by all of it. it's like, when is this gonna stop? When am I gonna ever feel like I can just go somewhere and not be gunned down? You know, when am I not, you know, gonna pass by an officer on the street and just have my heart skip down to my stomach? Because I'm like, what if this, you know, cop pulls me over for speeding and that's the end of my life? How do you think that makes people feel? How do you think that makes black people feel? Because of this color of our skin, cops and other racist people are that threatened because my skin is brown, because my skin is black. For me, it's crazy because if something bothers me a lot, like if whatever it may be, I just walk away. Like I don't understand why people have to speak or shout or yell or get physical. I just feel like whenever something scares me or I'm nervous or I'm uncomfortable, I literally just walk away. I don't think about killing people because of that. You know, we are already in the midst of a pandemic in 2020, which is already disproportionately affecting black and brown people all over this nation and beyond. So we already have that to worry about. And then on top of this, it seems like every other day you have a black man who's gunned down for being unarmed, for walking with a bag of candy, for having a fake $20 bill. So it's like we have to worry about protecting ourselves in the midst of a pandemic and stuff like that. But now I really have to worry about being killed, or my loved one being killed, or someone I know being killed. Plus the stress of everyday life that we all go through. It's just like so sickening, and it's just like, when is this gonna end? When are we gonna wake up from this nightmare? Quite frankly, it feels like never. But that is why I encourage you all to keep working and keep doing the work. We have to vote. I think I read it on the news or was watching a news report. This is most likely the most critical election of our lifetime. And if you feel like, oh, my vote doesn't matter, it doesn't count, or whatever that is, girl, we have proven to you many times enough that your vote counts. Every single vote counts. I know that the American voting system is not as clear-cut as it can be. I understand that. But I will tell you right now, the first day of early voting, girl, I will have my lawn chair. I will have my snacks. You know I have my snacks. I will have my snacks, water, whatever I need to have, so I can sit my butt in line and make sure that my vote is casted. I'll have my mask. I'll have like some disinfecting spray for anybody that tries to get too close to me. I will spray them away. Whatever it is, I will be there. I encourage you, I beg of you, get your friends, get your loved ones, get everybody you know registered to vote. Guys, this is important, especially young folks like myself. We are the generation, and the millennials and the Generation Z are the ones who are really striving and screaming and demanding change. If you feel like you're tired, you know, you've done the work, you're ready to drop out, girl, this is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. There's a child screaming profusely outside my window, so I'm sorry if you hear that. Anyway, on a lighter note, what have you guys been watching on TV? I feel like I need a new show to be obsessed with. I am a die-hard like Bravo fan. I love Vanderpump, I love Housewives, like almost all of the series, all of that stuff. I know everybody has been talking about Selling Sunset on Netflix, which is kind of like a real estate show, but really it's like a bunch of rich white girls who are mad at each other and fight, and it's great. But I don't know, people have been talking about it so much, and I'm like on episode 2 or 3 right now. I'm like, I like it, it's not bad, but I'm not like die-hard obsessed with it yet. I don't know, I probably will still keep going to see what the tea really is, but people are just like so obsessed with that show. I also started watching Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Amazon Prime, and I realized after a few episodes, I was like, why does this like kind of feel familiar, but not really kind of thing? But I realized it's the same creators as Gilmore Girls, and girl, if you know anything about me, I used to stan for Gilmore Girls when I was like in middle school and high school. I don't know what it was about that show, but I loved how fast they talked. I love like the relationship between Lorelai and Rory, the mom and daughter. I kind of love the whole like small town crazy, you know, people kind of thing. And I was like, this is like it. I just loved it so much. And I was like, kind of around my age point where Rory was like, you know, starting to date boys and going to college, all that stuff. And I was like, not there yet, but I was like coming up to that time in my life. And I was like, this is it. This is the life I want to live. I want to like talk about boys and stuff with my mom. And I want to have a cute you know, bad boy in my life that like low-key ruins my life, but he's like super cute or something. I don't know. I just loved Gilmore Girls so much. Also, if you're a Gilmore Girls fan, tell me if you are team Dean, Jesse, or Logan. If you know, you know. If you are a Gilmore Girls fan, tell me if you are team Dean, Jesse, or Logan. I feel like I've had so many conversations with this about friends in the past, but I want to know. Tell me in the comments right down below. I don't know. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I don't even watch TV anymore, but I just feel like I need a good show to like be invested in. So please tell me below like what shows you are watching. Anyway, I'm going to use my Pat McGrath. You already know Pat McGrath Fetish Eyes mascara. I feel like this mascara almost makes it look like you have false lashes, especially because I'm doing more of a dramatic look today, I guess. Yeah. I did like a little bit of a blue eye, and then I put, in the Nubian 2 palette, I used the shade Cleopatra, which is the blue shade, and then on top of it, I used like a really light, white, shimmery shade, which is called Zuri in the palette. So I used those. I'm gonna go ahead and put some mascara on too. Okay, mascara is looking good. I love this mascara. It really makes it look like you're wearing false lashes, and everyone will always ask me, Alex, are you wearing lashes? I'm like, girl, I don't even know how to put lashes on. What are you talking about? Okay guys, we are almost done. I know I've been talking your ear off tonight. I've been loving the look of like a dark liner with like a really nice gloss or like even like a dark lipstick. So I'm gonna take the Sephora Kohl Long Lasting Pencil in the color Deep Brown. I'm gonna go ahead and use it to outline my lips, and then I'll go ahead and fill it with like lipstick or lip gloss. We'll see. I know some people overline their lips, but you know, God gave me these naturally, so I don't do that. So I'm gonna take this L'Oreal lipstick in the shade 860 Spice. Give me a little bit more color on the inside. Very like contrasting colors. I'm gonna take this NYX Butter Gloss in the color Praline. This is such a brown girl friendly lip gloss. I love this lip gloss. And just sweep over the lips. Oh my God. Okay, I was about to say that I'm done, but we need some blush. Girl, we need some blush. I'm gonna take, since my eyes are kind of like heavier, my lips is like I'm a little bit more heavier, I'm gonna take more of like a neutral brush. I'm gonna take, of course, Juvia's Place. I'm gonna take this Saharan Blush Volume 1 from Juvia's Place. And I think I'm gonna dip in this orange and brown shade. They're very much like a neutral shade. The colors are Toby and Neo. Juvia's Place is very pigmented with their blushes, their eyeshadow palettes, everything. So a little bit goes a long way. Anybody else smile when they do blush? Like an innocent little girl. I always take a little bit of blush and put it on the nose. You can really even like take a little bit of blush and put it all over it, but a little bit on the nose is always nice. All right guys, I think this is the finished makeup look. I'm gonna go ahead, take out my headband, put my hair up, do a little something something, and I'll be right back. All right guys, this is the finished look. I've had this shirt for so long. I'm gonna see if you guys can see it. Isn't this girl so cool? I wanna be here when I grow up. She's just so fly and fancy with her earrings right here and her glasses. I love this girl. She's fabulous. Anyway guys, this is the finished look. Thank you all so much for watching this long video. I thought it'd be fun just to kind of chit chat with one another, check up on you guys, see how you guys are doing and holding up through all this madness in the world. I will leave you all with this. Take care of yourselves, make space and time for yourself. It's so hard to try to balance everything that's going on with, you know, people dying, people being sick, all kinds of stuff. So please make sure you are putting yourself first and continually to take care of yourself. It's so important. But yeah, I hope you guys liked today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure guys to like this video, comment, subscribe. Every little bit helps. I appreciate all the engagement, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye guys.